Hey there everyone, it's Grymestone again from L.A.G Gamers, and welcome back to Kenshi. Sorry about the delay on the upload of this video. I was gone for 2 weeks, so that's why nothing got uploaded. It's fairly busy traveling around the country, but I'm back and ready to upload videos and record, which is great. We're starting off here in Kenshi with a fight, though these have become rather repetitive, I suppose, because we kind of crushed those guys really quickly. So hopefully we'll have a bigger challenge when we go and take down the bandit city. But this was something I logged into when I started playing, so cutting ahead now here is where we actually start the episode mainly. I just wanted to show that since that happened at first. The game crashed afterwards. Yeah, I've really, I noticed end game, I have a lot of trouble with that, and I'm not sure why. Like, early game, it never crashed. Never. And then, like, mid game, it crashed once. But then late game, I don't know if it's because it's keeping all the buildings I have loaded in or something like that, but it just crashes a lot more often now, I find. So, I don't know what the deal is, but whatever. So the goal, or the mission of this episode, is to go and buy blueprints, which seems to be a recurring trend here. We always need more blueprints, and that's always our shopping trips. Luckily, we now live like a minute away from the capital city, which has actually caused a glitch. My town is now considered part of Fish, the city of Fish, which is farther away than the city of Capon, which I think is now the title of the city. I don't know. I think that he changed it, but oh well, whatever. It's close enough. That was the original name, I think. I don't know. Anyway, we're really close, that's the point, and they have lots of merchants here. So we are on our way. We're just going to take our group over there, and we are going to look for the final blueprints that we need, which are the building or the outpost blueprints. So as you can see, our team's already here at, what, 30 seconds? Not even, especially on ×4 speed. Yeah, we're just looking for those now. That's our goal. Look at the first two outpost buildings here inside, because I don't know. I always forget where these traders are. For future reference, they are in the place with the hammer and the wrench, or something along those lines. Just look for that. That's where they are. I just went to the big buildings because I don't know. I'll be honest. I just looked at those first because they were in front of me. Before I remembered, had a flash of realization that, hey, they're in the building with the sign over them that clearly shows construction on the left. Yeah, over there. Aren't I a genius? So I tell my group to go over there. But here's the thing I found out by looking on the wiki, because the wiki is wonderful and Google is your friend, that all cities... all cities will have a, well, most, I guess. I shouldn't say all. I say all, and then there's going to be one city that doesn't. But most cities have your construction merchants here. And these guys will sell a variety of blueprints, but they always will be able to sell. They will always have the option to sell every single blueprint in terms of building in the game. So if you don't initially find the outpost blueprint at one of these merchants, it's not because they can't sell it, it's because that day they just weren't selling it. If you wait 24 hours and the day cycles through and you check the merchant again, chances are he might have it. If not, just wait again, and every 24 hours the merchant cycles through. And I'm pretty sure that's just controlled by the day and night cycle, so every time there's a new day, he'll have a new inventory. So the chances are at some point he's going to have whatever you're looking for. Now keep in mind this, the whole blueprints thing, what they have doesn't really apply to some of the weapon blueprint guys, because certain weapon merchants are for certain factions. Certain factions have certain armors and therefore would have certain armored blueprints. But the 24-hour a day, I suppose, loot cycle on these guys, or the merchant cycle, remains constant throughout. So finally, we got our blueprints here. As you can see, I just had to wait, and the day cycled through, and we got what we came for. So I take the group back here, and I checked our research. It's all there, loaded it up already, and we are ready to go and finish up the game in terms of research. I guess we could always find blueprints for every other weapon in the game, but that's not really necessary at this point. Nor is finding all the armor blueprints, since I consider mercenary plate to be, you know, good enough for any situation. And so yeah, now all we're going to do is decorate the base, build it up, get the defenses down, things like that. That's the goal. Oh, well, I'm sorry guys, I'm yawning. I should not be yawning. But yeah, the goal right here now is just to get the base looking nice, because there's no other reason, and I want to show you, I guess, what you can do, the maximum you can do in this game. So I'm gonna drag down, if I can just get that to work. Alright, tell you what, we're gonna start from, well, alright, we'll start from there. Perfect. Well, let's see. Anyhow, I'm gonna cut ahead here now, once I get all these walls set up and built, and I'm probably just gonna cut ahead to when all the construction is finished, since, you know, if we've pretty much done this several times before, we've built the base before. This is just for decorative purposes, so there's not even really a practical use for any of the things I'm building. Well, I mean, there is a practical use for everything I'm building, but you get the idea. So we're just going to put the gatehouse down, and I will cut ahead to the next segment here. This is going to be an episode where I cut ahead a lot. So now we're back here, and we're in phase 1 of the construction. So we have the first outpost down, and we're going to put beds in this outpost, because you know how I said this didn't have any utility. Well, I realized that I don't really have many beds, so I'm going to put beds down in this building here, and then we should have enough for everybody to sleep in. So we're just going to do that, put beds here, and I think that'll be probably the most we'll do in terms of putting anything inside any of these buildings here. Yeah. I mean, there's not really much more to say about this. We are just pretty much decking out the base right now. So this is the first outpost here we have done. This is what they look like. As you can see, they're what you would find in any other city. So I'm pretty sure every building in the cities you see you can build here, except for the really tall towers. And I'm sure at some point those will be added. So I have our nice little circular bed set up here, kind of like an inn. I also have the walls pretty much done on the front of the, you know, fort here. I'll finish wrapping around the rest of the base here and everything else as we cut ahead to the next segment. So this is phase 2 of our grand construction plan, which is pretty much finishing the walls and laying down the blueprints for what is going to become the last of our base here. So as you can see, I added quite a bit of enhancements here I'm going to be building. It does take a while, since I don't really have the building materials to do all this at once, and construction times take forever anyway. So but as you can see, I've pretty much wrapped around any, you know, way an enemy can get it in. There's walls there, and so that limits them to only one entrance, and at that entrance I'm going to just put a ton of harpoons. Though I doubt we'll ever be attacked to the degree where I would need to use harpoons. We can pretty much crush these guys whenever we want. Though, that said, harpoons are really fun to use. They're really cool, and they do a lot of damage. So that's as interesting as they are. I'll probably end up using them, but I don't really need to at this point. But yeah, you can kind of get an idea of what it's all going to look like here from the infrastructure, the groundwork that I've laid here. But I'm going to cut ahead to the completion of phase 2. And I guess that's it. I just broke it up into 2 phases because that seemed like a good way to show you the progress here. So I'm going to cut ahead to the end of our base construction. And here it is. Our completed city. This is Town Hall. I like to call it that just because, I don't know, we have a town and it needed a center location that looked really cool. So that's the center of our government here. There's nothing in it, so don't look inside. But it's Town Hall. Shush. So this is our base. Yeah, this is, you know, what you can do given enough time, enough building resources, and all of the research. You can build your own town. I rather like the way it looks. If only we had more people to populate it. Just kind of like NPCs to walk around. But again, that would really just be for aesthetic purposes anyway, wouldn't it? So, that's that. Now we have one last mission, the Great Crusade. We have built our base. We have reached the end game. Our people are equipped. They are trained. They all have attack skill 9 or higher, so I can't train them on the training dummies anymore. They all have the best armor available to them. I have emptied their inventories. They are ready to fight. So now, the only thing left to do is go on our long journey across the wasteland and attack the bandits at their home, where we will wipe them out and crush them. Of course, we have to get there first. That's going to take a long time. I really need to, I guess, remove the backpacks for everyone and remove all of their... I'm pretty sure I emptied out everybody's inventory. So that way we should be able to get there fairly quickly. But we're also probably going to run into a lot of bandit groups on the way, so I did pack a lot of med kits. And I don't want anyone to die on this mission, but, you know, if we do, I fully expect it. We are kind of rushing into the den of thieves. So... I don't even know why I have armor plating. Like, what is that even for? Ignore the shift tab. Utterly useless stuff. That guy's carrying a rock. No wonder he's moving so slow. That guy's got armor. You know, I really should just take that backpack out, but if we ever do anything else, I would regret that. But we have so much money anyway, it doesn't even matter. We really have reached the end game. Just gonna clear out everyone's inventory though before we leave. We are ready to go. I still need to see who the slowest person is, so that way I can have everybody bodyguard that last person in line there. So we still do have a slow guy, but even he moves, you know, fairly fast. God dang it, Kahaku. I know you're the chief medic, and I know you're carrying all the med supplies, but could you at least move a little faster? So there's the remnants of my first base that failed because it was not flat. And I kind of just, you know, pushed that off to the side and said, shush, it never happened. I was actually over there the whole time. But, yeah, we are now on our way. This is the wonderful desert of Kenshi. Our army moves forward. We're going to go conquer the bandits. We should become the king of the bandits. Shout out to Rusty. We're going to be the king of the bandits. Isn't that right, Rusty? Alright, anyway. I do like just kind of the visuals here sometimes, though, where you just remove the menus and see your group moving across the wasteland. It's a pretty nice image there you can get. Who knows, maybe one day I'll make a machinima out of this. I'm sure that, I mean, there's certainly, you know, room for it. You can do anything you want. So you can definitely add a story to it. You can attack, I believe, town guards and things like that. If you right-click them, hold right-click, and then select attack, you can attack town guards, and the faction will hate you. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's how it works. I would assume it is. Maybe that's not in yet, but I mean, you can really do a lot with this. So maybe next time we play, we'll start on a really hard difficulty where we actually have to, you know, I don't know, do jobs. Are there jobs? Like, or maybe trade? Other than the base building aspect, we'll start off with one guy like the Holy Sword. And he just finds like the best sword in the game. And instantly attacked. Oh boy. Gahaku over there being the most useless member of the team once again. Good work, Gahaku. Glad to know you're a good team member here. Good team player. We got a lot of work to do with this guy. I mean, we've had him the whole game, and he is still arguably the worst member of our team. While he does have good medic skills, which is very important, any one of these guys could have medic skills. This guy is the slowest. He hates fighting. He generally runs from a fight. I don't think he really knows how to fight, even though he's been beaten up so many times. This dude's got extreme toughness now. I gotta hand it to the guy. He can take a punch. But, god dang it, man. You always lead our group to death. We've had to save you so many times. But we pretty much wrecked these guys. We cleaned them up real quick. Like, it wasn't even a real fight. I do love it though with the giant swords there when he swings and the guy just flies into the air and flails around a bit because it's just such a large weapon. Well, our group decided not to do anything. They're like, nah, we're not going to attack him. Nah. Thank you. Alright. Let's see if we're going to get this. Sometimes this is a little pathing glitch. We just have to restart the game in order to do this. So we are approaching the 15. Yeah, it looks like these guys really don't want to move. Whatever. We'll heal them up. I think we'll end it here. We're about a quarter of the way there. Next time we get going here, I'll probably just cut ahead. Oh, great. More guys attacking. But I'll probably just cut ahead the journey to where we actually reach this bandit fortress. I don't really know what it looks like, so I am interested. Another fight here, but again, we'll wrap these guys up like they're nothing. We outnumber them, which is great. We finally outnumber these giant bandit armies, though this was just a patrol. But thanks for watching, everyone. Once again, I'm really sorry for the delay here. I guess we're going to need to find another game to start doing. I mean, we're still doing Stonehurst, which I should probably do a video on again, or at least upload another one. I think I have another one. But, yeah. So we're pretty much approaching the end of the season here. We definitely reached an end game here for the second time. So thanks for sticking with it, and I'll see you guys next time.